Hi, this is LauraJthe.Treetalker. This morning I picked the Traveler's Palm from my Trees of the World book. It wanted to talk about the idea of letting go. It started by asking, do we really need to care about the little things? I responded, I don't know, do we? It said, well, apparently you do, but it's not essential. How do you assess what's little and what isn't? I said. In your case, it replied, by the amount of emotional significance you apply to it. Please elaborate further, I said. It began, well, all things, or no things, could be considered significant. Association with things or people, jobs or abilities, locations, personal attributes, beliefs, health, age, even life itself. It all depends on your state of mind at any given time. You can change your mind, so to speak, in a split second just by looking at something from a slightly different viewpoint, which can be triggered by anything depending on the person. I said, that sounds pretty indefinite. It is, it replied, and that may be the point. You don't know what's going to happen from one second to the next, really. So should we not plan ahead? I asked. Oh, you definitely should, it said. It's part of your nature. You plan, you think ahead, you work out how to solve problems, both big and small. It's what makes humans so unique. All animals find ways to obtain the things they need to survive, sustenance, shelter, and a way to continue their species, but you envision things that don't yet exist and figure out how to bring them into reality. If you had worried every day that the possibility of mortal danger was imminent, you would never have invented anything at all. Okay, but what about the letting go thing, I asked. How is that a relevant idea? It replied, well, as I said, if you'd sat around worrying all the time, you would never have achieved anything throughout your entire time on the planet. So the more you disregard your fears, the more you're able to raise your consciousness. Sometimes that means you invent things or create art. In that way, you become channels for the gods or the muses and bring something new, something remarkable into the world, apparently out of nothing. At other times, you are able to consider the nature of concepts like truth, right versus wrong, life after death, or the nature of existence. And you are also capable of understanding that all of these things are fleeting in existence and will eventually simply disappear, apparently. Is that not the case? I inquired. Perhaps it is, and perhaps it isn't. Life with a capital L goes forward with the inner knowledge that being alive is worth the effort to remain alive, that it's worth the struggle, and of course, it is a struggle. Quite simply, the basic purpose of human existence on this planet is to struggle to survive while working towards higher consciousness. Periodically, someone is born who is capable of teaching the way to do that. Listen to their words of wisdom and learn to treat all others and all things as you wish to be treated yourself. You know what's important to you by how strongly you feel about it. More and more, what most care about is the welfare of all things, all creatures, and the planet itself. This is a sign of attaining a higher vibration of being. It may not seem so in a time when there seem to be endless wars and hunger and the continued abuse and extinction of so many creatures, but it is the abrasive quality of these things that spurs the collective inner being into action, into using the ability to envision what does not yet exist and bring it into being. Never doubt that there is forward movement on the path, even if it feels otherwise sometimes. Don't worry about whether forces that seem to be mired in hatred and violence will receive universal justice. They have chosen to manifest the actions that spur the rest into action. It only looks bad now because you comprehend how bad it is, how unbalanced it is. This awakening proves that a great stride forward is in the process of taking place. And that's what Traveler's Palm had to say today. If you enjoy hearing what the trees have to tell us, please like, share, and subscribe, and I really appreciate those who have done so recently. I also appreciate your comments. I will put some pictures of this interesting looking palm on my homepage under posts. This is Laura Jean the Tree Talker. I hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.